You know I'm gonna have to talk about this, and it's been a minute, so let's roll that intro. What is going on, guys? DJ Av here, and we have some pretty cool stuff here. So I want to give a quick shout out to Bliss Beats because he covered the SP2400 video before me, and then also Aaron Hall and a whole bunch of other people have reached out to me in my DMs and was asking me my opinion and to do a video on this. So I'm gonna give my opinions, my thoughts, and my heart consent about this, as well as talk about some of the information that's out there, because there's not a lot of information out there about it. So Flux With It did an interview with one of the spokesmen over there at Isla Instruments. And for those who don't know who Isla Instruments are, they did a pretty dope hardware MIDI generator called the ChordBot, and that right there, I have to get it. Yes, I know I don't need it, but at the same time, a MIDI generator is really cool, especially that because it is strong for performances. So if you know how to play the keys and then you want to go and flip into scales and then transpose scales, it is far beyond what most people do. So that alone, that piece of gear that they put out has me confident about the SP2400 being really good. So my thing is about the SP1200 is that it's one of my favorite drum machines because it's one of those 12-bit samplers. And I have a huge relationship with it because two of my favorite tracks, one of my favorite tracks made by the SP1200 was Craig Mack's Flavor in Your Ear. I don't know what the producer's name was. Early 90s producers got screwed all the time unless he was in the videos. And yes, I know Puff Daddy was in both videos, but he did not produce that, by the way. And Outkast Skewing on the Barbie, which is one of my favorite tracks on the Equipment Eye album. And it was made by Organized Noise. And yes, I know that because I have been over Organized Noise house and actually heard it on the SP1200. And shout out to Ray Murray, Carl Mo, and Rico Wade. These guys are my favorite production team of all time, period, point blank. So let's go ahead and check out some pictures and stuff like that because there's not much information on this stuff. So just to show you a price and how much it costs, there is so much room in the marketplace for this thing right here because holy crap, who in the hell is gonna pay $4,800 outside of some rich producer snob? And you know, shout out to them if they're gonna go and spend that much money on one primitive piece of machine that just has a characteristic of a 12-bit sampler that, you know, Jay Diller used and the producers that I name have used. I know there's a lot of history behind it, but damn, that is a ridiculous price. And you gotta be quite pretentious or a collector to just wanna get that. So here's my source right here, which is always Music Radar. It's just one of the places that I go for a lot of tech news and hear what's on the haps. So it reads like this. The makers of the ChordBot has been revealed to be behind the new SP2400 sampler. Holy crap, that writing. But you know, it looks like this, and I actually like this design, and I'm probably gonna have to get a closer shot for you guys. But yeah, it's really nice looking, and this is just a prototype. Like it's not out to the public right now. They're just small leaks of information before they creep up and start to kill people over with the price here. But I have the link in the description box, and here is the interview over here again, and the link will be in the description box. And this is the interview with Flux, and one of the things that he pointed out was this. In the interview, they said they weren't settled on a price, so they were saying it would be like under $1,000. And I thought to myself, I was like, uh-oh, so you're in the realm of something like the SP404SX, which has 12-bit sampling on there as well. It's not a 12-bit sampler, it is 16-bit linear, and I know 12-bit sampling is what everybody is clamoring for. They're clamoring for that, and I think that's fine, but you got to build it. The build quality and all that has to be there. And that was the other thing that they had questioned. He hasn't decided. He doesn't want to build anything out of plastic. He said that the plastic is very expensive, so I'm expecting maybe sheet metal. It might even go a higher grade at that. Nothing's really solidified right now. Everything is like a prototype. But yeah, the SP404SX can compete with something like that. And that is what everybody is using as an alternative. And SP404XX is really good. I really love it. I really wish I wouldn't have sold mine. The other alternative is this, like software. I know that is something that people do not want to hear in a hardware video, but the reality of it is it has far less limitations, even though the best part of the SP1200 again is the limitations. So when you have a really dope beat and you're only working with like 12 seconds of sampling and you have a total complete groove that sounds really good, there's a lot to feel accomplished about because you did a lot. And when you're on a laptop, it's really not very accomplishing to do a full-fledged beat. It's just suspected at that. That's why a lot of people, when they feel like you're getting hated on for your beat and whatnot, that people can't appreciate it for what it is because other people can do that in that realm. I'm just saying, it's just real talk. And that's why a lot of people kind of tend to stay hating on the software guys on a lot of things. But as far as software goes, the SP1200 in itself is a computer. It's just not the most defining computer as is. You gotta remember when it was developed way back in the day that you didn't have gigabyte hard drives and graphic cards out the world and universe or whatnot. It was developed around the same time that this video game came out right here, The Legend of Zelda. This is not Zelda, this is Link. But again, from me hearing colors, this is how I hear stuff in this world of just like sprites and 12-bit, and this is an 8-bit character, by the way. I know this is an 8-bit character, not 12-bit, but the general appreciation of this Zelda game is the fact that they weren't working with that much, but they accomplished so much as far as the story and how the gameplay was, and it ended up being the staple of like everything. So if you look at the SP1200 for what it is and how people made tracks on it, then you have a form of appreciation for it, because a lot of stuff now, including DAWs. But if you think about the SP1200 and what it has accomplished to lead us to a software world that we're in right now, then you will have some type of huge appreciation for it, just like how I do, and why a lot of people have respect for people that make tracks on such machines. But I just think it's a lore. I don't know how people will feel about it. We have more pictures here, and this is how it'll look like. You know, this is the concept for it right now, and it looks really good like this. I ain't gonna lie, Isla has a way of designing stuff. Even with ChordBot in itself, it looks very sexy. But here's another picture of it. A lot of people are seeing how, you know, the prototype will look like and how it's gonna be, and it looks really nice. It makes me want it, I know that. And it's not hard for me to want something, but yeah, just looking at these are really dope. Again, the links will be in the description box. All right, so let me know how you feel about it, guys, because I definitely want to hear from the comment section. All of my hardware homies out there, please tell me how you feel about this. Do you own an SP1200? I know some of you guys do, because I come over to your houses and mess with your SP1200. And man, it's a hell of a machine, but that price that you pay for it, probably I ain't gonna ever do that. So is it something that you're gonna get? I'm probably sure you're going to get it. If you got an SP1200, you're probably gonna get the SP2400, just because. Also, what do you think about the ChordBot as well? Because once you visit Isla Instruments website, you're gonna check out ChordBot, and you're gonna probably want to get that as well. So they're a small company, and I do know that me criticizing them about maybe the price being too expensive, even though they haven't announced the price, is far too critical. So much respect to them, and you know, I hope that it's gonna be really good. I hope it's gonna be really good, and I hope to check it out in the near future.